Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Revell P-40 Tiger Shark, P-40B Tiger Shark build. In 1/48 scale, we are getting to the final assembly. I've already done I put the propeller and the spinner on already, but we need to do the tank and then the windows. I spent the last 45 minutes. It doesn't look like much, but I spared you 45 minutes of me doing some masking on the windows. And what I plan to do here, since it's such little bit of, just a tiny bit, I am just going to brush paint these. I'm going to take some of the Vallejo surface primer, which is for airbrush according to the instructions. And so it's diluted enough, and it's such a small area that I'm not too worried about brush strokes at this point, even on the tank here. But I'm going to go ahead and just do a little, there it is, from earlier on the L-clad. I'm just going to dab some on here, and then I'm going to brush paint these pieces real quick with some primer, and that'll be this video. We got to do the tank, and also it's kind of hard to see, but we have the gun sight pieces. There they are. A lot easier over the paper background. There was quite a bit of flash on the sight part, the kind of crosshair sight. I did my best to, there was an ejector, a little piece of plastic there to help the part pop off the mold. I did cut that off, and I tried my best to get rid of most of the flash, but you know, you get too crazy with these smaller pieces, you'll break them. And I've done pretty good so far, not breaking anything, so I kind of like to finish the model that way. I'll just go ahead and dab some of this. I shook it up real good, as you can see. It just kind of popped out of the deal there. That might be good enough. And we'll do some priming. Let's start with these parts here. Well, no, let's start with the main canopy. I did decide to go with the open canopy because I do want to see my pilot. And the Jeep, I got a Jeep with a driver that I want to put on the diorama scene with this. That should be here either tomorrow or Wednesday, according to the tracking information. A little too much on the brush there, I think. There we go. And it should self-level. We'll put that one off there and let it dry a little bit. These should be simple enough. It's just one little swoop here. Like so. Let's put that off to there. That should be good for that. That's that one. And then we'll do half of this. We'll do the top and one end of, well, I put way too much primer out. Now maybe we can get all but just the end here. I'm gonna try not to get any on the inner part. Oh no, actually on this we are, because it's going to be open canopy. We better get a little bit on the edge here, because we're going to have to paint that. I did not do anything to the bottom because I want the glue to adhere the best that I can. And so we are off to these smaller pieces. I would say I got plenty on there because it covered the holes on the site. There we go. Opened it up again. Gonna take some more of that off there. Might have to open them up with a hobby knife too once they dry a little bit. But there's those. And we'll get the fuel tanks. I'm going to go ahead and get that. I'll have to clean the Yeah, I got way too much paint on there. And that looks like it's going to take a couple coats. It is pretty thin stuff. It's meant to be airbrushed, but I'll see how it dries. If I don't like the look of it, I'll rough it up a little bit and airbrush it. Not a big deal. Let's go do the other side of this canopy now. That's laying down all right, looks like. I guess the reason I decided to brush paint it is because the canopy is going to be the olive drab and the tan. And I just thought it would be easier. We'll find out, maybe not. And it looks like a second coat is gonna make it look way better. So you get the idea of what I'm doing anyway. I'm gonna let these dry a bit and I'll give them a couple coats. That way it's, because it's clear plastic on these, it's gonna take a few coats since I did not spray it. And we'll see how this turns out. If it does not look good, I'll end up brush painting it. or airbrushing it. There we go. We'll let that dry and go from there. But yeah, we're getting toward the end of this P-40 build. Probably won't. I do need to unmask it to make sure my pilot in the cockpit area is fine. Excuse me. So you'll see it one more time when we're gluing all these pieces on before the final reveal on the diorama set. But we'll have to build that Jeep before we reveal that. And that should be here by Wednesday. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.